My son James was diagnosed with autism at 2, and he was statemented. One of the few times in his life I felt that someone was actually taking an interest. Education was difficult. Schools struggle with limited resources and understanding. And after 3 years at college, James had to leave the educational system. And around the same time, we lost my wife, his mother, to cancer. The feeling of being alone and isolated is not just something that the special needs child suffers with, but something faced daily as a parent. As someone who receives no financial support or advice, at times the isolation and feeling of total desolation is overwhelming. Getting a break to get James into employment is near on impossible, and the social group that you or I build up, growing up and working with others, is non-existent. As a father at times, I am totally lost as to how I look after James's social and mental welfare, as well as working long hours to provide for the taxis, etc. that are needed if James does go anywhere. I'm totally lost as to how to develop his social interaction on my own. My one shining light is Autism Bedfordshire, and since Sharna has taken over, that light has shone brightly. I honestly do not know how James's mental health would have survived lockdown without Autism Bedfordshire. We laugh saying that James has had the most active lockdown out of all of us. He is always exercising online, attending quizzes, dance groups, kickboxing, the list goes on. And now things are easing. He's back into the walking groups and the evening socialising. Autism Bedfordshire also signposted us to the ITQ exams at college, and he has passed level 1. And he now does work experience at a charity shop through the employment support scheme. Autism Bedfordshire make a massive, massive difference to many lives, making a real difference to the mental and physical well-being to young people and their families. Don't ever underestimate the impact Autism Bedfordshire has on families. In a lonely, isolated world, they are an absolute shining light, and I cannot thank them enough.